Okay, hello everyone. Welcome back to the Cartoon Soup podcast. I'm Mark. I'm here with Mal, and today we're doing our first impressions on Summer Camp Island. This show was cute. Let's go ahead and start the synopsis.
All right. For episode 1, Hedgehog and Oscar are dropped off at a totally normal summer camp. Oscar freaks out over all the change and almost goes home, but decides to stay and give it a chance.
So, I love the magical vibes of this show. The colors are fun and it's very whimsical and nice. The theme song was also very soft and nice too. Why did the parents not react when Oscar and Hedgehog got on top of the car? I get that I was on a boat, but it still gave me bad vibes, you know? Maybe I'm overreacting, but I don't know. Something about that gave me bad vibes from the parents. And we do get another moment that gave me bad vibes from the parents, which I'll get into later. But it gave me bad vibes at the beginning, but I'm not gonna read too into it for now. The theme of this episode was nice. I like the end where Oscar realizes she should give the camp at least another chance. And I think this oh my god, I wrote some I just wrote, and I think the scene where Oscar and Hedgehog, and I don't know what that means. So forget. That's my notes.
Wait, what was that last note?
I think I forgot to finish writing it. It just says, and I think the scene where Oscar and Hedgehog, and then it ends there.
Yeah, I think that scene too.
Anyways, that's my notes.
All right, well, that's interesting because my first note, all it says is Oscar looks like Lady Rainicorn. I guess in the face?
Huh. I need to relook at Oscar. I think I do.
Okay. Speaking of Adventure Time, though, weren't you getting similar vibes?
I could see it. I can see it. I think I think some of the music gave me the same vibes. Like, what's that song, Come Along With Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, it gave me the same vibes as the intro song for this.
I think it was also kind of the animation as well, and just sort of how just weird shit was happening.
Mm.
All right, I would love Susie's character if she wasn't British. You know what? I said this in the beginning. I think it sort of grew on me. Also, if you were wondering, Susie's voice actor is the same person who created the show. I know you're wondering that, Marco. And last thing I have to say is they made the moon a man? Question mark? Why would they do that? Question mark?
Why would
everybody knows that the moon is a woman? Everyone knows that?
Why would a man be there? Why would a man be there? It's actually pissing me off. Why would a man be there?
No, but genuinely, why would they make the moon a man? That genuinely makes no sense to me. Because everyone knows that the moon is a woman. Everyone knows this.
The sun gives more man vibes.
The sun is a man, yes.
Yeah.
Because it's violent and is going to kill us one day.
Yeah, and it's going to implode on itself.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'm glad we're on the same page.
It's going to kill itself by all of the pressure it puts itself under.
And it's going to take us down with it.
Okay, let's move on to episode 2. Okay, so in episode 2, Alice turns all the monsters into babies and gives them away because she's sick and twisted. Oscar, Hedgehog, and Max convince her to reverse the spell.
Oscar is such a goody two-shoes, and I think if they continued exploring that, it could lead to some cool plot lines that involve the witches. The witches seem to be kind of bad people, so I think we'll get to see more scenes of the witches and Oscar clashing. Also, I like that the witches are kind of mean. It just makes sense, you know? It also gives them more personality, and Matt, do you like that the witches are mean? I think you would, because you said you would like her if she wasn't British or something like that.
Yeah. I do like how they are very, very generally evil people. They don't really seem to be questioning their evil acts. They're just sort of yeah, I turn them into babies, so what?
Freddy choosing to be a baby again was strange. I'm judging. We listen and we judge. Something about it gave me bad vibes. There's a scene where Oscar and friends are rebuilding the water slide, and when they're attaching two parts of the slide parts have faces and kiss each other. That was kind of cute touch. I like that. It was interesting.
They kind of do that often a little bit.
Yeah, it's interesting.
They did the same thing with the trees in one of the episodes. The trees were being blown away.
Didn't they?
Yeah. And they were holding on to each other.
Yeah, that was nice.
Oh, and also, in case you're wondering, Marco, because I know you were, Alice has the same voice actor as Ruby in Steven Universe.
Really?
Yes.
I need to re-listen to that.
You do, because I heard it immediately.
I did not. I did not.
You gotta step your knowledge of voice actors up.
Oh my god, can I tell you something? So
Yes.
I was watching this anime dub, and I recognized one of the voice actors as Toko from Bloom to You the dub. So I was like, oh my god. Literally the love interest is like the main character now. That's crazy.
In that show, is that character heterosexual?
I don't think there's a romance in this show.
Oh, thank God.
It's about women being in a band and rock music.
Oh, well, that's gay.
Yeah.
A woman in a band? That's gay.
Yeah. She was a punk. What could I say? Can I make it any more obvious?
Oh, is this when I say that when I was a kid and I'd listen to the Avril Lavigne song, I would pretend that the skater boy was a girl? And I just switched the he to a she.
She was a girl. She was a girl. Can I make it any more
She was a
obvious?
punk. She did ballet.
Wow.
Yeah, I made a gay in my head, in case you're wondering.
That's beautiful now. I really love that.
Thank you. Thank you. Even as a kid, I was filtering the media that I consumed to make it gay.
You're like, not to hate on heterosexuals, but like this would be way better if it was two women.
Exactly. And I've always said that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So, the monsters, did they still have their grown-up brain when they were babies? Or no? Because they remember what was happening when they were babies, but did they have their grown-up brain?
I don't think so.
No, they just have the memories.
No, I think they just have the memories.
Okay, because if this happened to me, I don't know about you, Marco, but if this happened to me, I would find the fastest way to kill myself. Because knowing everything that I know, but having my body nerfed would be an absolute nightmare.
Being absolutely helpless, yeah.
Yeah.
Again with that one like monster that wants to stay a baby, that was weird. I'm judging you.
Okay, so the problem is like you can read into it. And in many instances, I tell people read into like whatever you're reading or watching. But in some cases, there really is no reason to read into it.
Yeah. But I'm still judging.
Is it because you know that there are adults who fetishize being children?
I think so. I also just feel like I don't know how to explain it. It felt very much like incompetent man.
I guess so, yeah. But again, in some instances, there's no reason to look deeper.
I know, and you're probably right about this one. I don't think there's any real problem with it. I think it was just like a nice little joke that wasn't supposed to be taken very seriously.
Wait, I don't remember. Wait.
Yeah.
He wasn't. It's because it's because he likes people caring about him, right?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's kind of sad then.
True.
He's like, oh, the only way that people will be nice to me and like be happy around me is if I'm a baby.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, we solved the mystery. He's just a sad man who wants people to love him, I guess. All right, on to episode 3. Oscar and co attempt to earn all the badges to get the ultimate reward, while Susie and co try to stop them. The good guys always win.
So, I predicted in the last episode that we'd get more clashes between Oscar and the witches, and that prediction came faster than I expected, and I'm happy about that. I'm gonna be so honest, if I had to choose between a chocolate fountain prize or being a camp counselor for the day, I'd have chosen the chocolate fountain. But that might just be me.
What?
I don't know, the chocolate fountain sounds fun. I don't care about leadership.
Flapjack, what the fuck?
I don't need to be a politician. I can just have my little chocolate fountain and be in the corner eating chocolate and be happy.
I guess that's the difference between you and me. I would love the power.
You would love the power?
Yeah, and I'd let it all go to my head immediately.
No, I would not want the power. I would not want the power. But if I did get the power, it would go to my head as well. So
Slay.
Yeah.
And I guess that's the another difference between us is we both know the power would get to our head and I would completely embrace it and you'd be like, no, I shouldn't be in this position.
No, I think power would scare me. Because here's the thing, I know the power would get to me and I would be scared about the power getting to me and I would become paranoid about me no longer being the person I was before then and like changing after the power I got the power, you know?
Oh, is that all you have to say, mister?
Oh, I thought it was on your notes. Am I on my notes? Oh no,
Because you
you're
talk about
right.
the chocolate fountain.
Yeah, that's all I have to say.
Oh, okay. Okay, so I think one of the last references I expected to see in this was one from Charlie Brown with, I don't know, the kid was like playing the piano during their little montage. And they were like, it was the dancing scene from Charlie Brown.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Yeah. Susie being cruel for no reason is actually so fun to watch. The way she just toys with them, literally her stopping the boulders only because she got bored. Like she's a very fun character to watch, and there's like 5 seasons of this, right? So I don't. She probably does get like some character growth, but then my question is, where did the bad guys come from if she gets her character growth?
Yeah, that is true. Do you think it would probably become more plot focused in the later seasons?
I don't know. I mean, I I think, well, these are like what, like 12-minute episodes.
Yeah, 10 minutes
So
basically.
yeah, so they could have like they could create like little plots here and there and take a few episodes to like complete some sort of
Yeah,
whatever issue is going on.
they could basically pull a Steven Universe, you know?
Yeah. But I don't know.
No, I feel like I could very much see the show either staying episodic and like becoming more of a plot focused series equally. I can see both directions equally happening.
Yes, but also I am gonna have to say shows like this, I feel like if it was episodic, it'd be too boring.
Mm.
I feel like it'd have to grow a little bit and become more plot focused.
Especially for 5 seasons.
Yeah. All right, episode 4. Christmas episode? Close enough. Oscar makes a Yeti friend and learns to regret it.
The day since Oscar has bumped into something was a bit mean, but also so real. I'm gonna be real. Who walks while they're reading? Who reads while they're walking? Like, trust me, y'all. I'm not like other girl. I read a lot. I'm like I make books my personality. But goddamn, I'm not gonna be reading while I'm walking. That's crazy.
I'm going to be
And
honest with
that's
you. If I
enough.
could, I would.
If you could, you would.
If I could, I would. If I could read and walk, I would. And I'm going to be so honest with you, Marco. I do that around my house.
Oh my god, can I say
But I
something?
wouldn't do it in public. I don't want to say that. I
Sure.
wouldn't do it in public.
During my first year of college, we went to this like garden thing because we had to do one for a class, and I was just like standing and reading and like when we were supposed to be taking notes, and I think I was trying to be like special. Like I was trying to have my main character moment, and it was so silly. And whenever I think about it, I'm like, why did I do that? You know?
You were doing it on purpose?
I don't know. I don't remember. But here's the thing. I'm not sure if I did it on purpose, but I think I might have.
Are we sure that it wasn't just that you wanted to read and then now that you're looking back on yourself, you're having harsher thoughts?
Maybe. But I don't know. I think it could be a little bit of both.
I can't imagine you actively being like, I'm not like other girls. I have to read in this exact moment so people think I'm unique.
Yeah, exactly. I think that might have been just a special time and place I was in, you know?
Okay. All right. Okay.
And we listen and we don't judge, except you can judge me, but I don't want you to.
No, we listen and we judge, except for when we know the person and we don't want to be too harsh on them.
Okay, I'm glad. I'm glad you're not being too judgmental. But that's my notes.
And thanks for sharing that with us. That was really brave. So actually, what the fuck was this version of a Yeti? Once again, this was like Adventure Time levels of randomness. Why is this version of a Yeti Elijah Wood going through puberty?
Wait,
Riddle me that.
was the voice actor Elisha Wood?
Voiced by Elijah Wood.
Oh my god, can I say something? Can I say
Yes.
another thing?
Yes.
I know we're getting off topic a lot of times in this episode, but let me talk about this. So I recently realized the When Will You Wear Wigs interview is about Elijah Wood.
Yes. In one of the Lord of the Ring movies or whatever.
When will you wear wigs?
Will you have it?
And I was like, oh my god, it's come full circle because in our Over the Garden Wall episode, we talk about how we didn't like Elijah Wood, or not that we didn't like Elijah Wood, we didn't like the character Elijah Wood played. I don't know anything about Elijah Wood, so I have no opinion about him. But like, it's crazy how I have so many like intersecting like thoughts about Elijah Wood, even though I've like barely seen things he's in. You know?
And you know what's funny is I feel like I saw another time where he was talking to someone and he was like, he was talking about that interview and he was like, what's crazy is I was wearing wigs.
That is true. I heard about that. Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
that.
Apparently he did wear wigs for like Lord of the Rings or whatever.
Did you wear wigs?
And he just wanted to, and for some reason he was just trying to say no, even though he did.
I really hope that we continue to watch things where Elijah Wood voice acts.
I hope that becomes a reoccurring theme.
All right, so quote, I forgot to phone my mom. Phone my mom? I looked it up. Yes, the creator is British. I just
Oh.
want to look. I have no issues with like non-Americans, okay? I'm not I will be the last person to say I'm a patriot. What I will say is I have an issue with
Colonizers?
yes, that as well. What I have an issue with is non-American characters. Look, okay, these you know what I mean. Okay, why is this person with a non-British accent using British like terms and slang and stuff?
You have a problem with Americans using British slang because they're not British.
Yes, it sounds strange to me because like when I was watching the show, like everything, nothing like really popped out to me and I was like, whoa, that's weird. But when Oscar was like, I forgot to phone my mom, phone your mom, phone your mom. It felt weird. It's weird to hear it. It's like when you see an interview where like an American actor had to play a British character and you start hearing them sound a little British and you're like, that's strange.
Yeah.
And also I feel
I didn't even notice it.
but I feel like well, at least in the 6 episodes we watched, I feel like I didn't hear another instance where they used like a British term or something, like the way the British speak.
Do you think the writer just didn't realize it was a British term?
That's a big possibility.
Yeah.
All right, on to episode 5. Oscar and Co. go on an adventure to make a friend for pajamas. Turns out all he wanted to do was go on an adventure with Oscar.
So I was trying my best to take this episode seriously, but man, did I find that pajama character so annoying. The voice acting for the character also started to really annoy me. And I also wrote the ending of this episode was nice, but I don't know if I meant that in a mean way. I don't even remember how this episode ended.
It ended with the other pajama set or whatever becoming sentient, and we find out that it was Susie's pajamas.
Right. Well, I thought it was nice. And that's my notes.
Okay, well it's really funny that that's all your notes, because all I have for notes is I have nothing else to say except pajamas got tiring to listen to about 3 minutes into the episode. And I honestly zoned out until I heard Bobby Moynihan, which is the voice of the other set of pajamas.
Wow, we're on the same page again.
Like, I don't know, like, I don't, you know, and I don't hate kids, but it's just hearing them for too long is tiring.
What's that one meme? Here I am having a nice day when I hear that awful grating voice.
It's just a child talking. but okay, good on them for actually getting a child to voice the character and not an adult pretending to sound like a child.
Mm-hmm.
I think I don't know. I think I might have been more annoyed with an adult pretending to sound like a child.
Honestly, I don't know what your issue is with like adults voice acting child characters. I don't have a problem with it, but like go off, queen.
It just, I don't know, the way they try to sound like it, like, because the way that they try to raise their voice to sound younger, it just sounds bad.
Really?
Yeah.
I find it interesting how a lot of female voice actors voice act boys because they can do the high pitch, and a lot of male voice actors can't do like child characters, I mean.
Puberty,
yeah.
It's easier for a grown woman to sound like a prepubescent boy than it is a man who's gone through puberty.
But I don't hate it. But like I'm trying to be understanding.
You don't have to be.
Okay, I'm not gonna be understanding then.
No, Marco, what you don't understand is we live in a world where we actually should be harsh on people.
Here's the thing, I think I'm too understanding. I'm such an empath, you know?
Oh my god.
I'm sorry. Next thing you know, I'll be like,
She's fake crying. She's fake crying.
because you message drama channels. I'm sorry. You know we
I
had to
can
bring
be.
up. You know we had
I
to
can
bring
be.
up Shane Dawson whenever we talk about empathy.
And we should continue to bring him up,
Because you
because
message drama channel.
we should never forget all his sins.
Oh my god, I still laugh whenever I see that video.
I know it makes me whenever I need to feel better about myself, I like to watch the Shane Dawson IG crash out, and then just to hear his boyfriend in the background be like, "Get off,
Turn it off.
get
Turn
off."
it off.
No, that was a masterpiece. Okay, episode 6, the final episode. Let's hope that I watched the right one. Oscar and Hedgehog team up to beat reigning champion Susie in a talent show.
I was not expecting Hedgehog to fight with Susie, but it was a good moment. I feel like for the best friend character, we don't see enough of her, and I would love to see more of her in the future. That moment where Oscar imitates his parents saying, "Oscar, why can't you be more like Hedgehog?" It gave me such bad vibes, and this is the other part where I said, like, I gave me a bad vibes of the parents. Like, saying that to your child gives me such bad vibes, you know? So that's also another reason why I didn't like the parents in this show. Even though we only got to see them for like 5 fucking seconds, I still was annoyed at them. And also I like the fact that the monster says, "Oh, that explains so much," because it really does. It really does.
Okay, I think you can have plausible deniability in the first episode where like the parents don't care about the kids going on the car. But I do think that when you throw in the Oscar mentioning how his parents speak to him, then it sort of seems a little suspect.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so what the fuck was a Debussy bust doing in Oscar's bedroom? I really feel like the only reason they put that bust in there was so that they can they could have written his last name Debussy.
I don't know.
Do you know who Debussy is?
I don't. Who is that?
He wrote orchestra music. Like, yeah.
Debussy. Wow,
Yeah.
that's an amazing name.
He's French if you didn't know.
Okay.
It was his last name.
Good for him.
Okay, speaking of parents, do you think that we'll ever get to explore Susie's mommy issues? I think there was like a very subtle mention about her mom, or something about like, mothers just being like that or something.
Yeah.
But I feel like there's a heavy implication that she does not have a good relationship with her mom. And I guess I'm just wondering if we'll ever get into the apparent parental issues that are going on with some of these kids.
Yeah, especially because, like, where are the parents in the witch society?
What are you talking about?
The witches. Where are the parents of the witches, you know? That's what I'm saying. Because they're, like, running this summer camp all by themselves. But they're very immature themselves, you know? I feel like if you're running a summer camp, there at least has to be some parent.
Do you think that, like... Well, so obviously the parents of the witches are also witches, right? That's the implication.
Yeah.
So maybe... my theory, let me push my glasses up, is possibly that just, like, whatever witch society that their families are a part of are probably have, like, weird, maybe, like, not assumptions, but maybe standards or whatever, and like how it's like strong and independent their witch children need to be. So they're like, you have to run this and like show that you're up to par or something.
Isn't it a common trope that witches have to live on their own, like once they enter adolescence?
Bitch, I don't know.
Very, very early. I think so.
I don't know. All I know is Coven power of 3.
Okay.
Yeah, but I do hope that. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna. No spoilers, but I'm not gonna watch more of this.
You're not?
No, but I do hope that. Well, I guess you can let me know if you want to watch. If you continue to watch it, if they get more into whatever issues these kids are having. But we can talk about that now because we can talk about our overall thoughts.
Okay. Overall, I thought this was nice. I like the aesthetic. I like the art style. I like the characters. I find the witches to be kind of mean, and I also like that aspect of them. I don't think I'm going to continue this, mostly because it does feel a bit too young for me, like just a little bit. And let me make this clear: you're never too young for anything, but it feels too young for me personally. So that's probably the main reason why I'm not going to watch it. But yeah, I thought this was sweet.
It's crazy that you said it's too young for you. Marco, we are fans of Batwheels.
No, don't call me out. Don't call me out. You're so true. You're so true. Wow, I didn't really think about that. I did like Batwheels, didn't I? I did say I was going to continue it. Yeah.
And I've continued to watch it.
Yeah, but I feel like Batwheels is different. She's not like other girls.
I don't know if you guys know this, but yeah, Batwheels and Summer Camp Island, they're kind of different.
Well, I think also it being a Batman property makes it easier for me.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Well, so for me, this gave me like major Adventure Time vibes. Like, you know, from the anthropomorphized inanimate objects to the dialogue to the weird plots. I didn't like it. It was so for me, it didn't feel too young. It felt too nice. Like too nice and too soft. Like, you know, there were some violent moments, but that's the best way I can describe it. I don't hate the show. It's a great show. I just don't think there's something missing for me. And what sucks is like maybe in the later seasons that thing that's missing comes into the show, but I don't know. They had 6 seasons or 6 episodes to wow me and they didn't do it.
I could also say the same. Let me make this clear. I enjoyed what I watched, but I didn't think I was wowed by it. So I agree with you on that aspect.
Man, 5 seasons. Maybe I will continue to watch this.
You're not sure? You're not sure?
Well, because it got 5 seasons, so there has to be something more, right?
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Well, I might continue it, actually. I don't know.
You have to tell me if you do.
All right. When I finish watching season 3 of Batwheels, I'll start watching this.
Okay. Is that our notes? Are we good to close?
Yeah, we're good.
Anyways, y'all, that's our thoughts on Summer Camp Island. We have social medias in the description. We have a gaming channel as well. Check that out. We're currently playing the Life is Strange games. Crazy games. I'm sure it's only going to go crazier as we keep going. But that's everything. Don't let your brains become soup, and goodbye.